Okay, guys, welcome to the 21metrics wrap up. This time without Hans. Let's take a quick look at the markets. What is going on right now? But first, check our partner Sideshift.ai. I will add the link to our show notes. And when we look at the Sideshift platform data, we can see the weekly shift volume going up a lot. So despite bearish or negative market, we can see a lot of volume going on the platform, and also like a weekly shift count going up. It's probably due to selling pressure, but still like the platform looks good. And this chart is interesting because we can now see that Bitcoin is now becoming or is the main part of the volume here. So Solana used to be very dominant volume wise in January to February. So most of the volume was about Solana. But currently Bitcoin is dominating the volume stats here, and we are also seeing Bitcoin's dominance growing a lot. So yeah, Bitcoin is very heavily influencing the market currently, and also the Sideshift data mirrors that. But like overall, the macro looks pretty weak, mainly due to political reasons, and the government of Donald Trump has been announcing new tariffs towards Europe, and it's bad for the markets. Macro doesn't like that, and as Bitcoin is pretty correlated with macro, and especially like tech stocks, then it's also affecting Bitcoin. So we have now seen a huge sell-off for Tesla, for example. It's partly political, obviously, but it's like a technology stock, and it affects crypto also at the same time. So there used to be a phase in history when Bitcoin wasn't correlated with stocks. So I would say like until 2020, until Michael Saylor season and Emma's TR, Bitcoin was like non-correlated with the stock market. But after that, after 2020, Bitcoin became mainstream, and after that, it has been pretty correlated with mainstream stocks, and especially technology stocks. So you could even say that Bitcoin trades like a tech stock. I don't know if that's too much to be said, but you could argue that. So it's pretty heavily correlated, and you can still see that people are saying that Bitcoin is an uncorrelated asset class, but I have to disagree with that. I think Bitcoin is pretty heavily correlated with Nasdaq and with technology stocks. But yeah, let's look at Ethereum. So as you know, Ethereum has been going down a lot this year and last year, especially like compared with Bitcoin. So and as we discussed with Hans and other guys, Ethereum is kind of like having this growing competition with Solana, or you could even say that Solana has eclipsed Ethereum in the DeFi space, because Solana is now the go-to platform for DeFi and launching your meme coins and stuff like that. It's just so easy if you compare that to Ethereum, because Ethereum needs L2s in order to work properly, and you can just use the L1 Solana and just use that. You don't need any others. And when you use Ethereum, you need bridges to L2, and it's pretty complicated stuff. So Ethereum is more decentralized, but it's expensive and slow. So and Solana is not that decentralized. It's a more centralized in nature, but it's cheaper and faster. So these are like the trade-off, like downsides and upsides to both. And it seems that Solana is now winning the game. So this is one of the reasons why Ethereum is going down, and it's also maybe about Vitalik a bit. Vitalik used to be a very public person, and like his personal brand has been associated with Ethereum heavily, and like mm, uh, Justin Sun has recently been criticizing the Ethereum Foundation, and like the question is, should Vitalik be replaced, or and that's in order to make Ethereum uh, competitive with Solana again. So there might be some changes coming up, and it's interesting. But and one other thing why you can see now Ethereum weaken is that um, uh, meanwhile Bitcoin is uh, gaining more dominance. And Bitcoin's dominance is growing against all other cryptocurrencies. So it's the other main theme here. But let's look at our power law. So this is our model by 21metrics, and I think it's pretty cool. So right now we want to look at the power law fit, which is the pink line over there, and the blue dots are Bitcoin spot price. So basically, the power law fit right now is around 91.46K, and it means that that's the fair price for Bitcoin, basically. So that is the fair price. And while I could see Bitcoin weakening to 60 or to 70K, I think it will eventually bounce back to this power law line, or even might be above that. And when looking at this year as a whole, basically, there will be a lot of volatility now in the spring, and I think we're going to see a sideways summer. So we'll be seeing a sell in May uh, effect, and then the last quarter will probably be more positive. So, as summary, I think Bitcoin might go down further this spring, so more downside volatility. Then sell in May, and sideways summer. But Bitcoin will recover in Q4, the last quarter, and then we could see in Q4 the spot price going above the power law fit here. So now it's below, and it will be more below the power law model. But I think it will go back up again. So if you're just like holding Bitcoin, I think it's pretty good, because of course you could now sell and think that you could buy cheaper coins during the summer. It's possible, obviously, but I think the last quarter will be positive. Bitwise even had this thesis of 150K Bitcoin in Q4, so anything could happen. So and Bitcoin's pretty reflexive. So when the macro recovers, Bitcoin as a risk on asset will be going up again. And overall, I think Bitcoin has been pretty resilient here, despite all the macro uncertainty going around. So this a good model. I like to follow that, and it's kind of like calms you down a bit, because you can see that that fair price of Bitcoin still at 90K, and it will be like at 100K later. Bitcoin is going up, and it's still like when you zoom out, the market looks pretty positive. And let's look at the funding rate. There is not much happening. Basically, like the funding rate went negative, even like in early March. It mirrors the current situation. But I think the cycle is not over yet. I think we will be going up again when the macro recovers eventually. But I think that's it, because I want to keep this short, and let's continue next time with Hans. Let's have a longer video, and don't forget to check our partner Quorum X. I'll add the link to our show notes. And thanks everybody for watching.